So, it's a fact that everyone loves burgers. But I know some of you also feel guilty about indulging in them, right? And hence, just for you today, we will be seeing how to make whole wheat burger buns in a step by step format. And guess what? It turns out to be so soft and fluffy that I promise you won't miss the regular buns once you try this. Let us start by preparing the dough, for which in a mixing bowl let us combine salt, whole wheat flour, milk powder, sugar and instant yeast. Since I am using instant yeast, I am adding it directly to the flour, but if you are using any other variety, make sure to activate it first and then proceed with the recipe. The other thing to note here is that you use your standard dry ingredients measuring cups to measure all the ingredients if you are going by the cup measurements for this recipe. Give a quick mix and add olive oil. Finally, to combine it into a dough, add the buttermilk. Then just mix it until it comes together as a lumpy mass of dough. We will then transfer it to our worktop and proceed with the recipe. But as mentioned in our semolina bread recipe, instead of dusting the worktop with flour, we will apply some oil and then transfer the dough onto it so that it is easier for us to knead well. By doing this method, we are simply avoiding the chance of incorporating extra flour into the dough, which might cause the dough to dry out. And the best part about working with whole wheat is that unlike the other bread dough, you should not knead it for long. So set the timer to 5 to 8 minutes and knead by the clock. It is going to be a sticky and messy dough, but the moisture in it is what will bring the structure of the bread once baked. So yes, handle the sticky dough, it's fine. If you find it too difficult to knead the dough, you can go by this technique which is known as slap and fold. So you just simply lift the dough, slap it onto your worktop and fold over. Just repeat this a couple of times. This would also help in the development of gluten. And then once the timer goes off, simply oil your hands and the bench scraper if needed and bring the dough together. It would be much easier once you grease your hands with oil. So finally, it's time for the next step, which is first proofing. Take the same bowl in which you kneaded the dough, grease it well with some oil, place the dough and turn it all around to coat it with oil too. This would prevent the dough from drying out. Cover with a cling wrap or a tea towel or both and allow it to proof for 1 hour. You can find the instructions for instant proofing from the blog, the link for which is in the description box below. Okay, so once it's proofed, it is now time for shaping. Just look at the yeast activity in here. Isn't it so pretty? Proceeding with the recipe, simply divide the dough into 4 portions either by eyeballing or you can measure out and divide evenly too. For smaller sized buns, you can divide the dough into 6 portions instead of 4. Now shape them into a tight roll. I have explained the importance along with the process of this in a much detailed manner in our dinner rolls recipe. So you can watch that video by clicking here or from the link in description box if you like learning about the right way of baking a bread, and also that recipe covers some basic mistakes that you might be making which would cause your bread to go wrong. So definitely a must check video for all bread lovers out there. Now that all the 4 buns have been shaped well, it is time to allow them for second proofing. Cover with a cling wrap followed by a tea towel and let it proof for 30 minutes. And while the dough is proofing for the last time, we will also preheat our oven to 200 degrees Celsius. Once proofed, it is time to bake the bread. Yay! But before that, let us brush the top with some milk. Now be very gentle here, as you do not want to deflate the beautifully proofed dough, right? So with gentle feather-like hands, brush the top and then generously sprinkle with sesame seeds. Now it is not a burger bun without the sesame seed topping, right? So yeah, just be generous here. And then let us bake in the preheated oven of 200 degrees Celsius for 15 to 20 minutes until the top is golden brown and the bottom of the bread sounds hollow. So the bread is out of the oven and just look at the lovely color and soft fluffy bread. Please do check out the blog post for storage instructions and additional baker's tips. The link for the same is in the description box below. And let me also show you the texture from within. I'm totally in love with this structure. I mean for being a whole wheat recipe, this bread is a must try. Do you like it as well? Let me know about your thoughts in the comment section below. Okay, the only difference that I can spot here is the color, of course. So it will be little yellowish as compared to the ones made with maida, that is plain flour, for obvious reasons, right? But other than that, trust me, this is one guilt-free buns that you can enjoy. If you check, the sugar content is less and we are also using olive oil instead of butter. So yeah, definitely a guilt-free bread that you can enjoy as compared to its other alternatives. I usually make beetroot tikkis along with it and pack it in my daughter's lunch box or have it for lunch myself. Grab the recipe for this and 3 other interesting lunch boxes recipe from my other mommy channel, the link for which is in the description box below. As for this video, I hope you guys enjoyed this whole wheat burger buns, and if yes, then you know the jazz by now. Do like the video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to our channel for more baking related videos. I'll see you soon in my next one. Until then, this is Sushma signing off. Take care. Bye bye.